Hey guys, Station X here, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Hyperkin Duke Controller Cortana Limited Edition. This thing came out a year ago to celebrate the 20th anniversary of Halo, and not to mention, obviously they had the 20th anniversary Xbox celebration as well, which is the last Hyperkin Duke Controller I did, ironically. So this is basically going to be kind of like the last of the Hyperkin Duke controllers I'm unboxing, because I know I still have like the white 20th anniversary and the red Hyperkin Duke controller translucent, but they're so similar to the green and the black 20th anniversary ones that I did that if I was going to do those, it would be just kind of like a whole one video of like all the Hyperkin Duke controllers together. I'm not going to make separate videos on those. But this will be the last one, and I wanted to take a look at it just because it's the first and probably only, never say never, but probably the only special edition Hyperkin Duke controller that they're ever really going to do. Because back in the day that the original Duke had the translucent green as like the special edition. With this one, this is like an actual kind of special edition, like themed after a game, and it has like actual designs on it. As you can see from the box, you have Cortana's face on it, as well as some other kind of computeristic designs on the controller, almost like the 360 and the Xbox One and even Series X, how they have special edition controllers themed after games with little details like that. This is basically the exact same thing. And so we're just gonna open this up real quick. Well, actually, let's just take a look at the sides as well. So you get the Cortana 20th Anniversary Edition with like the Halo ring, which is kind of nice. Here is the back of the box. You can pause right here. And here is the side. And as you can see, it's designed for Xbox Series X/S, Xbox One, and Windows 10/11, which is kind of funny. And then here you have the top. Best gaming controller, Now that we got that open, it's always so difficult, but here we got very similar things as before. Right here, thank you for purchasing, all that nonsense. Here's a Hyperkin sticker, and it looks like it kind of took this off, which is kind of annoying. But here we have it, the Hyperkin Duke Controller Cortana Edition. I gotta say, this is a lot prettier in person than on the box. You still get this faint translucentness, but it's not as present compared to the translucent green one. And here we have a braided cable, very similarly colored to the controller itself, which is this nice like magenta, which is really cool. And just like with the 20th anniversary one, you get a controller stand with it, which we're going to take out as well. So we're going to just take a look at that later. But yeah, as you can see, very similar to the other ones we've had before. You got a headphone jack. It's the Series X designed one, so you get the share button, as well as these old school Xbox buttons, the black and white, A, B, X, Y, the thumbsticks in the normal shape that they are, with the very nice screen that you get on all the Hyperkin Duke controllers, as well as these guys right here. Now this is a really nice translucent part right here, which of course this used to be the memory card. And again, another USB-C charging area. And look at that. I always just can't get over the trigger buttons, just because on the original one, I think I've mentioned this before, they're a lot more stiff. And here we have 20 years of Halo on the back of the controller. I did with good old Master Chief there. But yeah, it's kind of surreal to have this. And of course, obviously the only main detail really is Cortana's face on it, with some little designs throughout the controller. Not a whole lot of detail, but something that I do also want to just get on with is seeing whether or not this thing like has a different boot up screen. So we're going to take a look at that now. So here we have a different boot up screen compared to before. It's got Halo designs all over it and stuff. I mean, look at that. I actually think that's really cool, to be honest with you. Now I'm curious, does it stay on? Yeah, so it looks like it actually stays on the original Xbox thing, which is nice. I actually prefer that. And of course, if you hit this again, you're gonna see just kind of Halo 1 Combat Evolved, which is really not, I really like that game. It's one of my favorites out of the Halo series. I almost said trilogy. It's not a trilogy anymore. But yeah, it was, when it came to the original trilogy, like 1, 2, and 3, I just liked the first one out of everything. But yeah, I mean, it's a pretty cool thing. Yeah, I'm glad that they didn't just go with the Series X logo on at the end of it. They went with the original Xbox, so it's probably cooler to do this one because it combines both. And we're also going to take a look at the stand, and I'm just going to have it built already. And also, I just kind of want to have all the Hyperkin Duke controllers that we've unboxed so far right here in this thing. And here we have basically my entire Hyperkin Duke controller collection all right here. Even got the translucent green right there. But here it is with the stand. And honestly, I gotta say, this whole line has been just nothing but phenomenal for at least me. Some may say it's just kind of the nostalgia thing and it's just not really worth buying. And, you know, some people might have some good points. It's because, I mean, you know, I really wish they would do a wireless version of this. I would have loved that. And so it's just like, I just wish that they would have just done that by now. But regardless, I mean, for all of its faults that it may have, I think what it does is, you know, it satisfies my needs, right? I just really like the fact that there's a controller that, you know, it's similar to the original Duke controller. It's basically the exact same, especially the fact that it has to be wired. And that you could play that on the Xbox One. Like, if they did an Xbox 360 version, even if it was wired, I'd still buy it, and I would buy all the different versions that they did for it as well. You know, that's just how much of a fan I am of Xbox and just the things, like the different controllers and stuff that they do. And so, I mean, while this controller is definitely not perfect, right? It, you know, has its faults. I just simply love it, and you know, it just tickles my funny bone, and so therefore, that's just my opinion on it. But let me know what you guys think. Do you like the Hyperkin Duke controllers? Do you like the Duke in general? And would you buy this? Let me know in the comments below. I've been Station X, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day.